Time for the top 10 for today.
Let's do the top 10 ways to spot a gold digger.
Gold
Digger.
digger.
Okay, number 10 from Bobcat. When all your credit card is maxed out because she wants new clothes every day.
All the time.
Because you won't even do that for yourself.
Yeah, I don't buy clothes that often.
Yeah.
Because, because you're buying clothes for yourself, and then if you're buying clothes for somebody else, that's 2 wardrobes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And nobody does that
Nobody
every day.
does that. Yeah, not every day.
If ever, these are people who work in an industry where they have to do that.
And remember, let's say for the sake of argument, it's not every day. Let's say once a week.
Mm-hmm.
But you buy like 7 outfits once a week. That's still every day.
Yeah. And number 9 from Lexi, when they make kanchaw for blowout when it's your birthday, but then when it's their birthday, you're not invited to dinner out. Kainis.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah. So they're just there for the free meal.
That's not fair.
And number 8 from Chinito, I have a friend na pag bibili ako ng gift for my crush, she usually picks the expensive one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, expensive gifts, right?
Yes.
So the friend says, cousin. Yeah. No friend. But then, the friend always says, pag sinole sa akin na lang ha. Yun, nasa kanya lahat ng gift ko.
She probably buys something that she knows the other girl wouldn't want, so that she gets it. I mean, it could be.
Or, you know how some girls don't want to accept. Because I was going to say gifts. So when it came out was accept. No, accept gifts from men who are still they're not sure whether they want them to make legal or not.
Yeah.
So they would rather just no, it's okay. They give back the gifts.
Because for instance, let's say I have a friend, let's say a male friend who's trying to court a girl. I'd say buy her these lenses. I mean, hopefully she's not into photography. And then I'll say, pag sinole, something like that.
That's a little obvious.
I know, but, if you could come up with something that you know they wouldn't want, so that when they return it, it's yours.
It ends up with you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And number 7 from Super Jelly. When she accepts very expensive gifts on a first date. Because something is off if you're given like a gold ring, or no, not a gold ring. Let's say a pair of earrings. Very expensive pair of earrings.
Like
that's
real
too much.
Diamonds kind of earrings.
And on your first date, that's kind of weird.
And usually, most girls would be very uncomfortable accepting expensive gifts.
But if she does, then she's okay with it.
Yeah.
And here's another one. When he always asks about your properties, your inheritance, how much money you got in the bank.
Yeah, that's not right.
Also, kapag ang aspiration niya sa yearbook niya nung high school is to marry a rich guy.
Ooh. Yeah. Because some kids are reared for this. It's not so much them, but it's their parents. Like maybe when they were young, the moms would always say, "Oh anak, paglaki mo, look for a rich guy. Na aahon sa ating kahirapan." That sort of thing.
Yes.
So sometimes some girls grow up thinking that that's okay. Yeah.
And to cap off the bottom half of the top 10 ways to spot a gold digger comes from Popoy Chan.
Popoy Chan says,
sa kamag-anak, gold digger sila pag ang motto nila ay, if there's a will, we should be in it.
Last will and testament.
Yeah, it's like, if there's a will, there's a way. But for them, if there's a will, we should be in it.
Yeah. That's so bad.
Yes.
I mean, benefiting from somebody's death. That's really what
there is almost always something left behind. Property, even if it doesn't cost so much. Let's say, I don't know, cell phone. That would still cost money.
Yeah.
Someone leaves behind something.
Yeah.
So the question is who gets it. But when people look at you, you're still alive and healthy, and all they're thinking of is what they can get from you.
And if they're waiting.
Yeah, they're waiting.
For you to die so they can get whatever it is that they wanted. That's so bad.
That's one of the things that is good when you're not so rich. The ones you have, your friends, your loved ones, are probably there just because they love you.
Yeah, same thing if you're ugly. No, I mean that sort of thing. Because sometimes that's the problem with good-looking people. They always say, I don't know if they really want me because, for me, or is it because I'm hot? So same thing. If you're not so good looking and then somebody ends up loving you so much, then you go, wow, this must be true love. Right?
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes. Yes.
Why? Is your loved one good looking?
Yeah,
Good looking.
Mm-hmm.
Good looking.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we do. The top 10 ways to spot
A gold digger.
All right, at number 5 from Mr. Miser. My friend was bugged by his acquaintance lately. Is lately being bugged by an acquaintance. Parati kasing sumasama every time he goes to his dermatologist para lang makalibre sa checkup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he picks he picks a certain someone to befriend to make sure he gets something for free.
Freeloader.
And even I think that's something you do when you're good friends with someone, not an acquaintance. Number 4 from Chunky. In college, a couple who were my so-called friends used to always borrow cash, almost 2,000 pesos monthly for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Now 6 years have passed. Have passed.
Yeah.
And until now, they have not paid. They disappeared just like that.
That's not utang. That's already stealing.
Yeah, that's stealing.
Yeah, when you don't pay back something that you promised you'd pay back.
Okay, so if it's 2,000 a month for 2 years, that would be 48.
Yeah.
48,000.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot of moolah. And number 3 from... Where's my number 3? Okay, there you go. From Prince JB. A gold digger knows how to make friends. He will befriend your friend, and one day magugulat ka na lang dahil barkada niya na yung mga friends mo at siya na ang nililibre.
Yeah. Because he knows, he's not gold digging from you, but from your rich friend.
From your rich friend. And number 2 from Raj. How to spot a gold digger? Kung ikaw ay biglang naging kamag-anak or kaibigan ng isang lotto, game show, reality show winner. Yeah.
I agree.
And the top spot.
And the number 1?
And the number 1 way to spot a gold digger comes from Dance Empress. True story. She knows someone that even if the mom is still alive, pinapalipat na niya agad mga properties nila to her name. Her reason, para kung sakaling may mangyari, wala na siyang poproblemahin. What a sleazebag. If that wasn't considered a gold digger, then I don't know what to call her. Okay, because some people do this before the parents pass on because you avoid certain taxes, right? Like with you.
Yes.
So just to avoid spending too much, that's what they do.
And sometimes, let's say your dad has bank accounts. It's a different process if they've already passed on.
Yeah,
you can't just withdraw.
And
you have to do a lot of paperwork.
Plus, there's something that they deduct. Okay, but then, like with you didn't ask your parents to put it in your name.
Yeah.
The difference here with Dance Empress's entry is that she's the one. It's the daughter who's telling the mom.
Yeah. Have it
put in my name.
In my name already. Yeah.
Which is kind of...
Usually you wait for the giver.
Yes.
To, fix things for you.
Exactly. So,
and time for the top 10 for today. Yes.
Hi.
What?
I'm just saying hello.
Yeah.
Hello, and let's say hello to Welaine, to Cecil, a.k.a. Jelena, to Madel, to Rana, Onin, Nasa, Donna, Anna, Jojo, Andy, Zon, Rhea, happy birthday to you. Roy Dowell, get well soon. And to all of the Starcom group, the greetings coming from Boogie, a.k.a. Marvin.
Good morning.
They're tuned in. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's do the top 10 ways to spot a gold digger.
Okay.
Start it all off at number 10 from Pipit. I have relatives who pick the suitors for their daughters.
And they choose on that basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a strange one from Harvey Yummy. True story. My ex-girlfriend makes parinig always if an event is coming up like Christmas, birthdays. What's worse is if she wants stuff on days like National Heroes Day. Well,
you don't give gifts on those days.
But she'll take it. she'll emphasize that it's a holiday, and since it's a holiday, there should be some gift giving.
Whatever.
But the thing is, it's always one way.
Yeah.
It's always Harvey Yummy who ends up giving a gift. Because if it's a true holiday, then she should be giving a gift too.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
At number 8. Okay, this is a little touchy, so we're not going to include the name, but the name is here. When you put your husband through nursing school and leaves you for another woman, a doctor, just right after giving birth to your baby girl.
Oh.
Yeah. And then she says the name of the girl, of the other woman, and says, yeah, you can have him. Enjoy.
Yikes.
He'll be with you for as long as he needs you. If he gets someone better, then,
Yeah, same thing will happen to you.
Yeah. At number 7, from Joe Shred, signs na gold digger, when you're doing it, tapos doon niya sinasabi yung kailangan niya sa'yo or humihingi siya ng pera para mabitin ka.
And it's like dangling a carrot in front of the horse. And it's like, I'll give this to you.
Only
if you give me that.
Yes.
Wow.
That's, some women use it.
Yeah. So, sex as a weapon.
Sex as a weapon. And to cap off the bottom half of the top 10 signs you're going out with a gold digger comes from Jedi Master.
Jedi Master says...
And just like the rest of the entries, true story.
Okay.
I have an office mate who flirted with a married guy in Singapore so she could get a free trip there so that she could meet up with her boyfriend.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, true story.
Okay.
And Jedi Master was saying, same girl always asks everyone for merienda small snacks during, in the afternoon, saying, mura lang naman yan eh. But when it's her turn, she reasons out that she lives in Malabon.
Yikes.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Flirting with a married man to get a free trip to Singapore to meet a boyfriend.
It's like, this is not about gold diggers, but it reminds me of it. Like a boyfriend asked the girlfriend to help him out look for a gift. So, the girlfriend, poured her heart out into, okay, let's choose a nice gift. This one would be great. She finds out later that was the gift he was giving to his mistress. And he wanted a woman's opinion on it. But, to conspire with someone to hurt yourself. I mean, the one helping. That's just so bad.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Terrible.
Unreal.
Yeah.
You wonder what these people are thinking, though.
Like no conscience?
I guess it happens.
Yeah.
Some people don't think about that. But, all right, it's one final half batch of the top 10 ways to spot a gold digger.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it then. The top 10 ways to spot a gold digger. Let's start it all off at number 5. These are the car entries, okay?
Okay.
From Lexi, when blockmates purposely stick to you during breaks because you have a car.
Yeah.
And they don't.
Thankfully, you know what? I've always had a car since first year college.
Yes.
So you would think a lot of people would be like, buddies just because you had a car. Thankfully, I never really had to deal with that. At most, it would be like if it was like group. I remember with my org, if we needed to go somewhere, they'll shove as much as I don't know what the record was. Something like 11 in one car. And I was like, this can't be good for my car. But, how can you say no if everyone's like... But, that's not being a gold digger. It's just that everyone needs to be at a certain place. There are like only 2 of you who have a car, and there's so many of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, these are the car entries. So Mrs. Schofield says, I have this former office mate who never entertained suitors who don't own cars. She didn't have an ex-boyfriend who was not rich and who didn't drive their own cars.
That's so superficial.
Yeah, that's part of what she's looking for.
This is your partner in life, and all you can think of is if he has a car.
And then, tied at number 5 from Abernathy, a girl broke up with a longtime boyfriend and eventually had a new one. But when the ex-boyfriend started to go back to her, she dropped the new guy, and when we asked why, she said, "Dun na ako sa may kotse."
Ew.
I know, right?
Ew.
Okay. At number 4 from Desperate Housewife, a way to spot a gold digger is kapag inuutangan mo ang mga manliligaw mo.
Yeah, because they want something from you. So, they're the best candidates for you to...
And they won't say no.
They won't say no.
They want you to be their girlfriend, so obviously they'll say yes.
Ugh.
Number 3 from Mama Bear. If the woman accepts expensive gifts from a married man, what's worse is pag nagdemand pa ang girl ng anak from the married man. Because you know what they say, right?
Yeah.
If they have a child by the guy who's married, it locks them in.
Yeah.
You know?
Forever.
They have a kid together.
Yeah. Even legally.
Yeah, they have to support the baby.
Yeah. And like when, let's say when the guy dies, the child outside of the marriage has a portion of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even if it's illegitimate.
Illegitimate,
yeah.
Yes. They do have and then sometimes women know that. That's why they want to have a child.
Yes. That's why a lot of those women who get into those rich athletes, rich celebrities, they try to have a baby with them.
That's what someone was saying. When girls go for athletes, because they know for sure that they have money.
Like Boris Becker. Boris Becker. Because
and boy was he a pecker.
Because remember, and it's so weird. She conceived without doing it.
They didn't do it. They did another kind of sex.
Yeah.
But what she did was
she saved it.
She saved it. Her mouth.
Yes. No, but it's true. That's the news
item. And then
item.
she had it artificially inseminated.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
And that's how she conceived. So imagine Boris Becker bore a child without having that type of sex with a girl, with a woman.
I don't know why the German courts said she did have a say. I don't know the reason for that. Because if he didn't do, and she willfully had a child by him, even if that was not his intention.
But talk about potent.
Well, yeah. Well, he is, after all, a tennis champ, you know.
Wimbledon champ at 17.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's a true blonde because his eyebrows were also blonde and his lashes.
Among other things.
Does the curtain match the drape?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it does.
Number 2, still looking for the top 10 ways to spot a gold digger. At number 2 from Homer Singson. If she has an average income, but everything she owns is expensive.
Yeah. She's getting it from somewhere else.
Or if you have to buy her something first before she gets intimate with you.
Yeah.
There you go. And the top way to spot a gold digger comes from Mariah Carey. This is a blind item.
Okay.
An ABS-CBN teleserye actress is an ultimate gold digger. She befriended my sister, who owns a skin clinic. She gets free skincare, borrows my sister's Louis Vuitton bags, diamond jewelry, shoes, etc. And then, she never paid for her 5-figure utang. And lately, she hasn't been showing up.
Oh, yikes. Okay. And what about us?
Okay,
I can go first.
Okay, please.
Okay. You know those women who, you know, they get into a relationship with men, and then when the men lose their fortune, you know, for whatever reason, they're suddenly not rich anymore, or they're not famous anymore, and they break up. They leave them. So, you know, being a gold digger also means not just hanging on to somebody who has money, but letting go of those who don't.
That's true.
Yeah. So
like if the song says, I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but she what?
But I've never seen her with a broke.
Okay. I would say if you're a girl and you hook up, well, you don't hook up, but you talk to your ex because you need money. And
somebody you've already, you know, had closure with. You're done.
But then the ex, who's just so nice, ends up buying all the new furniture, all the new things she needs. And what's worse is if they use their child.
Not even their child,
but a
her
child. You know, of course, if someone's in trouble and they have a kid, you
you're
feel
extra,
like it's extra easy to ask for help because you feel like I'm not really asking it for me, I'm asking it for my child. So I guess there.
Yeah. And okay, because some are very subtle.
Some are very
and
subtle,
some are very caricaturish, but it's all the same, really. When you try to get money from someone, money that... There's no such thing, but money that you don't deserve.
Yes.
For whatever reason. You know, let's say... Because if you're like husband-wife, obviously, the man's money is your money.
You're entitled
You're
to
conjugal.
it legally, yes.
But when, let's say, it's a friend or it's a girl, you know, doing something to her suitor because he wants something from her, so she tries to get something from, you know, it's that sort of thing that makes it a bit iffy. Sometimes.
All right.
All right, thank you for
again.